Peter Dutton has revealed plans to slash migration and ban foreign investment in an attempt to free up 100,000 homes over the next 5 years. As part of his budget reply speech last night, the opposition leader promised to get Australia back on track by reducing the number of international students and preventing temporary residents and overseas investors from buying homes for 2 years. Mr Dutton believes these policies will help bring inflation back into the Reserve Bank's target range. Mr Dutton also used his reply speech last night to outline a plan to lead uniform knife laws across the country. That's on top of what the states are already doing. But Labor has taken issue with the detail of many of the policies outlined last night. Police are looking for a man who allegedly charged at a bus with an axe in Perth. Officers say the man pulled the weapon from his pocket before raising it at commuters on board a bus in the suburb of Bedford. It's then alleged he hit the vehicle several times, and you can see it pretty clearly there, before disappearing into nearby bushland. Police calling for any witnesses to come forward. Police in Victoria have been given the go-ahead to remove pro-Palestinian protesters from the central building at the University of Melbourne. Demonstrators had been staging a sit-in protest since Wednesday, setting up tents and forcing classes there to be rescheduled. Protesters say the rally is being led by students as well as some staff. Students taking part in an encampment at Monash University claim they've been threatened with expulsion over misconduct. And pro-Palestinian protesters at the University of Queensland are also disrupting classes. Entrances to the university's advanced engineering building were blocked off yesterday, which cut access to scheduled classes for students, sending part of the campus into lockdown. Now, as we've been reporting this morning, a UQ spokesperson says the uni is proactively engaging with protest organisers. Victorian opposition leader John Pesutto has settled 2 of 3 defamation cases against him. The Victorian Liberal leader settled cases with the British activist Kelly J Keane and the Melbourne woman Angela Jones. As part of the deal, the state's opposition leader agreed to publicly apologise, saying in a statement, Kelly J Keane and Angela Jones are passionate women's rights activists with long histories of advocacy in Australia and internationally. Kelly J Keane responded by posting a message to her 112,000 subscribers online.
I just thought I'd comment on the apology, the very full and magnanimous apology issued by John Pesutto, and I graciously accept such an apology.
New Caledonia has entered a 3rd night of violent riots, which has so far killed 4 people. State of emergency was declared by France yesterday, giving additional powers to authorities to curb riots. Stranded Australians being warned not to venture out onto the streets as clashes between police and protesters escalate. The Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has asked Australian tourists to minimise movement as they remain trapped in the island. The rioting broke out over a new bill that allowed long-time French residents in the island to vote in provincial elections. Millions of Australians took part in last night's $100 million Powerball draw, but there was no Division 1 winner. 10 lucky players wake up $180,000 richer, though, after scoring Division 2.